Hey guys, Chris here with Crypto Bee Vision, bringing you another wicked video. Today, we're going to go over a huge news article that dropped this morning dealing with a multi-billion-dollar company allowing people to pay with over 4 types of cryptocurrencies for their subscriptions. Can you guess what it is? Well, it's a surprise, so you got to watch to find out. We're also going to go over Bitcoin and what happened. It dropped about 7 or 8% overnight. And, well, it's to do with probably the inauguration. It does have a little bit of volatility around this time. And we're also going to dig into Ethereum, what's going on with Ethereum. Now, in these charts, guys, it is still following a bullish pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick some targets that could possibly come about if we continue in this bullish trend, which I think we will. And I hope we do as well. But before we get too far into it, I'm going to ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ding that bell, guys. And drop me a comment. How do you feel about Bitcoin? How do you feel about Ethereum? And what do you think about the big news that just dropped? What's going to happen with the industry? And don't forget about that Telegram group, guys. It's going to be posted below the whole video. We want to see you in there. We want you to join the discussion. So thanks a bunch for watching. I appreciate you and your time. Let's dig into the video. So guys, as funny as it is, we're going to start off at the blockcrypto.com. Now, apparently Pornhub is adding XRP, BNB, USDC, and Dogecoin as payment options along with others. So we all know what Pornhub is. It's an adult entertainment website, and now they're going to be supporting several cryptocurrencies for payment for their premium channels. I don't know if any of you guys use these premium channels, but that is pretty big regardless of how you spin it. Pornhub is a multi-billion-dollar company, and they have decided to take cryptocurrency as payments, which in turn will induct a lot more people into the cryptocurrency market. So what they say, the move means Pornhub's more than 120 million daily visitors can now pay for premium subscriptions in the 4 digital assets. Notably, Pornhub has removed the support of privacy-oriented coins like Dash, PumaPay token, which were supported as of mid-December. So that suggests that the changes have been made over the past month, right? So here we are, Pornhub, your membership 30 days for $10. Is that a good deal? I don't know. Drop me a comment. Let me know if it's worth the premium subscription. Personally, I am in a marriage with kids, so I'm not too interested in the Pornhub industry myself, but some people are. That's your thing. As you can see, there's 16 different cryptocurrencies they accept other than the privacy coins they have now rejected. So Pornhub doesn't support credit card payments anymore after facing a ban from Visa and MasterCard. We all know how the world's going. You don't want to look negative in their eyes. So the 2 payment giants cut ties with the Pornhub following accusations that the pornographic website showed child abuse and rape videos. Wow. I didn't hear anything about that, but let's hope it didn't. The allegations stem from an investigation by an opinion columnist of the New York Times. Pornhub has denied allegations. Well, I would imagine. But regardless, guys, that is huge news for this cryptocurrency market. Multi-billion-dollar company using cryptocurrency as payment for real world action. So let's move on to the next thing. So guys, moving right along, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart. I still think that Bitcoin is bullish, and I've been bearish for months, of course, and it hasn't worked out well for me in a matter of investment wise and having that little thing in the back of my head that tells me, what if? But you have to weigh the profits with the losses. But nobody knew Bitcoin was going to do what it did. So if we're looking at the chart here, guys, this is the 1-hour Bitcoin USDT chart. I had drawn these longer term trend lines. As you can see, when it popped up in here, we have a support here. These bounced right back in. So can you count them? Kind of. I more count the other candle bodies. And then you have your rejection at the top. Rejection. It was trying. And then it gave up, and we dropped back down to the 31.5 level-ish. And then it just kind of plays around, and we test the upper trend line again, guys, and then we have trouble breaking this line here, which leads me to believe, because the test rejected, test rejected, test rejected, test rejected, rejected. So that leads me to believe it is trying really hard, guys. It keeps getting rejected. It's just not ready, right? It's got to wind up a little bit more. Picture a spring. The more you wind the spring up, guys, the more explosion it exerts. That's the way I'm looking at it anyways. Wow, 34.350. Oh, okay. We might even get this on the video, but so that leads me to believe anyways, guys, back to what I was saying. If this does break out, you're going to be looking, I think this will be your breakout line. So where it crosses upper trend line to an assumed breakout line. Nothing is 100%, guys. Please don't quote me on this. But if you had a breakout line about there, and same goes at the bottom. If that stop loss might be a little tight, but we'll have to just zoom it out. That is a pretty tight stop loss, guys. But this is just, I put this on here. The stop loss gets put where the price closes, which would invalidate the pattern completely. So at this point, depends whether you're using leverage, what your risk tolerance is, guys. You're probably safer looking around right there at the $30,000 mark, where it's been rejected a couple times, right down here. Boom, boom, which is good. Supported, I should say, not rejected. Now, what else we're going to look at is these longer term trends, guys. My chair just popped. Oh, okay. So this trend, if we look at this, so this trend has been so far, how far are we? We're about here. So this trend so far, guys, is about 18 days, 6 hours, which is in this bull pennant is what I'm calling it. Let's get it a little clearer. Oh my goodness. There you go. So this is a bullish pattern, guys. This is your pennant. It's operating within the pennant, right? But this is peak. Peak could be a double top down to bounce off this bottom trend line. And essentially, we have over here to break out, but I'm going to make it a little assumption that we maybe pop down here, quick rejection, counter up, and away we go. But if this breaks out of this trend line, guys, this is where I'm getting my, this is where I get my target from. Bottom where it touches the trend line to the top. So I guess it would be more like right here, right? Bottom of the trend line where it opens. So right here to the top, that's where I get it. You put that above on the breakout line, if and so that is. If it's not there, if it breaks out down here a little bit more, then you're getting a lower target, guys. As usual, do not shoot for the highest number in the target. Go 70-80%. So if we think it's going to go to 48,300, you want to shoot for maybe 47.5, because it could just wick up and come right back down somewhere up in here. Maybe find your support along the 42,000 zone. And then the second target is just the bottom right here, last known support. So with this, guys, the targets are percentage-ish based on how strong the breakout is. The longer it winds up, the more parabolic it can go. But also keep in mind, guys, that if a bearish pattern break, or if a bullish pattern breaks bearish, it's more parabolic. And same if a bearish pattern breaks bullish, you get a more parabolic move. But as for this dip today, guys, you're looking at, if we zoom in here, you're looking at Bitcoin dropping about like almost 10%, right? Almost 10% in a span of less than a day, 22 hours. So that's a pretty big drop, and I know a lot of people are worried, but you're still within this longer term trend. So nothing to worry about until it closes below this support trend line or lower trend line, guys. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. Now, guys, moving right into the Ethereum chart. Obviously, we're in a bit of a dump right now. I have this longer term 1 hour Ethereum chart that I've drawn because dips and everything happen, but we're sitting right on the line that I have. I personally don't count these Candles down because, as you can see, support. So if you really wanted to, you could control copy that and then bring this down here to show further support, which that should hold. Now with this, guys, nothing is 100% with these charts, of course, but as you can see, we're wicking down into no man's land now. So it closed 1264. Ooh, where did it close? So it closed at 1264, last candle. So it closed below that trend line, but the candle following the closing candle is kind of your deciding factor. Problem with that is if you wait for this candle to close, right, it just popped down, this candle closes below, your next candle could close down here. So you always want to have your stop losses in place now. So with these dips, guys, if you're not, like, you get worried, you see ETH is down, you know, X amount in this long, and you don't really chart it or draw your trend lines. This way you can kind of see what's going on. So that candle closed above, so, you know, we could be in for some more downside. I mean, this could come down to support right here, right? You can draw all these support lines as you're going down, guys. But in a bullish market, which we still are, as I believe, everything, you got to remember, everything is just up in the air because of the inauguration day, right? So the stop loss depends whether you're leverage trading or not, guys, right? It all depends on your loss factor, what you're willing to risk for a wick down to hit. But as for this, I think Biden is fairly bullish for crypto. Personally, that's what I hear. Either way, I'm not really too sure which way it's going to go. Nobody really knows, but we're in the presidential election with a new president turnover. It's going to be volatile for the next couple of days. We had a guy bring that up in the group, and he was bang on. He yesterday, I think about 12 hours ago, I think he said, oh, you know, 2 to 5% or maybe 10% talking about volatility, and he was bang on. So thank you for that. Now on the bullish side of things, guys, let's take a look at that. I like to look at both aspects. If it continues to respect these ascending lines, and you get a breakout up here, which is your all-time high, pretty bang on to your all-time high, 1440, I think, or maybe 1424. But you get a breakout of that, guys, my upside potential target. They were looking at about $2,100. So I get that by measuring the bottom where it bounces off first to the top line, and that should be fairly close, guys, if we grab it from where it bottoms out to the top line. Where are we here? Yeah, so maybe I am a little too bullish. Let's just see here. Yeah, from wick down to there, so maybe it's not quite 2100. There I am fooling you guys again. Okay, well, what do we got there? 1960, right? That could be a bullish target. Right now, we are in a pretty nice downward fall, looking to wick out all those 20x longs that everybody put on Ethereum, probably in around here when it bounced right there. Let's get in. Let's dig in. Let's zoom in a little bit, because you got to remember the market mentality with this kind of stuff, guys, is if it drops, boom, and it wicks down, and you catch it here, and then so if you're leverage trading and you see this wick down and then you start seeing this bounce back up, especially if you're looking at the 15-minute charts, so it starts pumping back up, people will enter a heavy long there at 20x or 25x, and then hoping that it goes back to the breakout as a retest, right? So, and then of course, Ethereum does a 180 on you and dips below, and then chances are it may come down and wick down to this area, guys, because if that happens, you're liquidating a lot of the big longs. The exchanges are making big money, and you guys are losing money. That's what it's all about. Who's giving you money today, and who are you giving money to today? So you got to be smart about it. Know your trends, have your stop losses, and if you're leverage trading, guys, keep it legit, 5x maximum. So other than that, I think for Ethereum, I think that we are still in a bullish market. This is just a shaking out a couple weak hands. I think we're going to bounce. I think we do have another 2-3 weeks left of good trading and upside. Bitcoin probably needs to hit about 50 grand before we start looking at a retrace or a bounce to the bottom. But that is in, of course, my opinion. So hopefully this helped you guys with a little clarification on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and of course the Pornhub accepting the cryptocurrency. Pretty cool, guys. So I appreciate your time, everything, and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ding that bell, guys. And don't forget to drop me a comment while you're at it. And that Telegram link is posted everywhere all the time. Join the Telegram group. We have wicked chats going on. So I appreciate you again, and we'll see you on the next one.